All right, LeBron in 2012. I think this year in 2013 was his two best seasons if you add the playoffs too. They played the Knicks in the first round. This was the 2012. That was Carmelo and Carmelo, Jason Kidd. How did they play them in the first round though? I think 2013 was the year they really lit it up, but the Knicks was still decent though. They beat the Knicks in the first round. LeBron played pretty good, man. First game, he shot 10 for 14, 71%, 32, 4, and 3. They won. Then game two in Miami, they won. He had 19, 7, and 9. And then at New York, they blew him out. LeBron had 32, 8, and 5. And then he was shooting around 43% for games 2 through 5. Then they won. They was up 3-0. Then they went back to New York for game 4, and LeBron had 27, 4, and 4, and they lost. And then they closed it out. LeBron had 29, 8, and 7. He shot 49% for the series. 43 from basically 42.7 from 3, and then 77.6 from the free throw line. And then the counting stats, he had 27.8 points, 6.2 rebounds, 5.6 assists. Then the next round they played the Pacers. This the series I'm talking about where game 1, Boston had some injuries in this series too. So game 1, LeBron had 32 points, 15 and 5 on 46% shooting. Then game 2 in Miami, they lost. So it was 1-1, 28, 9, and 5. He had 6 steals too. And then game 3, he had a bad game. 10 for 22 is not horrible, but he only had 22 points though on 22 shots. That's not good for anybody, but especially LeBron. Then he came back in game 4 after being down. They was down 2-1 in Indiana. They beat them. That was the best second half performance I ever seen by a duo, man. I think Wade ended up with like 33, something crazy, but I think he had 30 points in the half or something like that. But LeBron had 40 points, 18 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks on 52% shooting to 14 for 27, then 75% from the free throw line. He hit his free throws, 12 for 16. And then game 5, they won again. LeBron had 30 points, 8 rebounds. Man, that's the greatest. Man, those three games was amazing. LeBron had 30 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists on 63% shooting, 50 from 3, and then he made all his free throws. That was and then they went back to Indiana for game 6. This is like they didn't have a chance after LeBron put up that 40. There was 2-1, 2-2, 3-2. Then they won 4-2, and LeBron had 28, 6, and 7 on 52% shooting. So he closed it out with 40 points, 8 rebounds. Game 5 they down 2-1. Game 4, LeBron had 40 points, 18 rebounds, 9 assists on 52% shooting. Then he had 30 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists on 63% shooting. And then he had 28, 6, and 7 in the closeout game on 52% shooting. So he closed it out in Indiana. Then they played Boston. It got tough, man. It was tough. LeBron put up 32-13. So the first 2 games was in Cleveland. I'm in Miami. LeBron had 32 and 13. 32, 13, and 3, and 30, 14, and 7. So he had played great in those games. No debating. Well, the second game, he didn't shoot well, but they won. So game 3, LeBron he was 16 for 26 on 62% shooting. He had 34, 8, and 5. They lost, though. And then they lost again to Boston. They lost all 3 games in Boston. LeBron shot 12 for 25, 48%, 29 points. That wasn't a bad game. And then game 5 wasn't bad as it looked. LeBron he was 11 for 25, 44%, but he had 30 points and 13 rebounds. They was down 3-2, then LeBron put up 45 on 19 for 26 shooting, 73% shooting, and then 2 for 4 from the 3-point line. He had 45 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists. That was his best game in my opinion ever. And then game 6, LeBron was 9 for 21, not great, but 43%, 31, 12, and 2. 1 block, 1 steal, but he basically went into scoring mode a little bit. He had 17 free throws too. I remember that game, and they beat them in 7 games. Let me see. Did I do the Pacers total series? My bad, yo. I ain't do the Pacers total. I'll just go through it real quick. So that was so the Knicks 28, 6, and 6. In the second round, I'm rounding everything up. Against the Pacers, he averaged 30 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, and then he averaged 34, 11, and 4 against the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. Then in the finals, they played Westbrook, Durant, and Harden. Yeah, they was younger, but still was a good team, man. I think they even won 60 games. And they beat the Lakers, too. They beat the Lakers that year with Gasol, Kobe, and Coach Phil Jackson was still there. So, 2012, no, Coach Phil Jackson wasn't there in 2012, my bad. For game 1, they lost to the Thunder LeBron shot 11 for 24. He had 30 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. And then game 2, he shot 45%, 47, 50, and 47 for the rest of the series. So he didn't have a game shooting under 45%. That's good, like for the finals. We playing against the best team and then the more aggressive defense and all that. LeBron had 32, 8, and 5. In game 2, they won. And then that was in OKC. They split it. And then all 3 games of Miami, they won. LeBron 29, 14, and 3. Then 26, 9, and 12. And then 26, 11, and 13 to capture his first ring. LeBron averaged 29 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 47% from the field. Only 17 from 3, though, but 81% from the free throw line. His shooting still wasn't his strength at this point, man. And I think LeBron finished for second defensive player of the year that year, too. So 2012 was great, man. That was LeBron's run in 2012 to win his first ring.